Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Steve again, Harmless Rebel. So after I did the last Atlanta record show a couple months ago, I pretty much said that I wasn't going to go again. It wasn't that great. And the family's out of town this weekend, so I decided, what the heck? I saw maybe on Saturday afternoon that it was going to be in town again. And decided, what the heck, and I went. It doesn't take place in Atlanta. It takes place right outside of Atlanta in Marietta. This time, both times I've gone, it's been at the DoubleTree Hotel. However, this time it was pretty sad. The same guys from the guys with the worst selection were the same guys from last time. They were there this time too, and it was 80% the same stuff, 90% the same stuff. So I flipped through a little bit and just moved on. There were a couple of new guys, 3 or 4 that I don't remember seeing before. And before I even get there, maybe half of the sellers that were there last time. So last time, the main event room was completely packed. All the tables were taken up. There's 2 side rooms that each have like 6 or 7 tables, and then the hallways were full. So last time it was like 95% full, the entire area. This time the main room wasn't even full. It was most of the way, but again, it was the same guys. It didn't really have anything, or the stuff they had was in bad condition and overpriced. The only thing that I saw that I was interested in was a Rage box set. Which was overpriced by about $20. I probably could have talked him down. So I went to basically the last 2 tables. There were 2 tables in between them, but they were selling CDs, and that's not what I was there for. So I didn't even look through them. I take that back. There was one guy selling bootlegs, and he had some pretty cool bootlegs. It's hit or miss with those bootleg CDs, though, man. I bought so many over the years, it just sounded like crap. And even for the $5 he was selling them for, nothing jumped out at me that I had to have. So I moved past there. I also saw there were a couple of Loz Rocket albums that were priced really good until you looked at the condition, and in which case they were complete. Actually, the guy told me, "Hey, those are great records, man." He's like, "I got a great price, and they're in pretty good condition." And I pulled them out, and they're scratched all to crap. Anyway. So there's one table that I bought most of this stuff at, and the guy, he apparently owns a shop that's about an hour from here. I might check out his shop at some point. Decent price, actually. Overall, some really good prices for the condition of the stuff that I bought and for what some of this stuff is. So even though this record show was by far worse than the last one, I ended up getting some really cool stuff that I didn't expect to find. So the main box and it was one box. He had like 10 boxes, but there was one box that pretty much all this stuff came from. So first up is Aerosmith Rocks. Of course, I've got multiple copies of this, but I am trying to get all of the Aerosmith white label promos, and this one is dead mint. So super stoked about that. So that was the first one I grabbed. Then and these were not in any real order. Then the next one I grabbed. So I've seen this a bunch of times, and most of the record stores have it priced at like $35-40, which is not worth it to me. For $35-40, I can find a nice original copy. But I ran across this one he had this one for $25, so I grabbed it. So we've got Atomic Rooster. This is the MOV pressing. So looking forward to spinning it. I haven't heard this one. And then again with white label promos. Oh man, I think I've got 7 now of the Judas Priest white label promos, but I didn't have this one. So this one is Unleashed in the East. So really stoked to get that. And this one now, man, I've got a US pressing, a European pressing, a Japanese pressing, and now a white label promo. Eventually, I need to do a legit Judas Priest collection video series. I started it years ago. Everybody really liked them, and then I don't know why. They fell to the wayside and never finished. Now this one I've got 6 or 7. That might be an exaggeration. I have at least 3 copies of this though, not including this one. I've always loved this album cover, and I look forward to framing this one. But Hero Hero. And this one's signed by Rob and Ian. And he gave me a killer deal on this. I only paid about $10 more than the album is actually worth. And I've always, like I said, I've always loved this artwork. And this is one that I've always thought that would look cool framed. So now that it's signed, it can get framed along with that one right there that's also signed. That one also has Ian and Rob. It would have been cool to get a couple of the different. Actually, that one has Glenn on it too, but I don't have one with Rob, Ian, Glenn, and KK. I have autographs from all of them on different albums. I have a couple of other albums in the collection that are autographed by KK, but I don't have anything with all of them on it, which would be cool. So that was the first table, and then the last table that I looked at. Man, so this was the last thing I grabbed, and I'll get to kind of the grail in the video, or the grail in the group. The guy got a huge Japanese collection in, and there was some really good stuff, and it was really well priced. All of it was pretty much at or a little bit below what the albums are going for. So we have like the Led Zeppelins, what else did he have? The Pink Floyds. Most of it was stuff that I already had a Japanese pressing of, and but they weren't like crazy price. They were all in the 30s and 40s. There were a few that were higher up, more obscure albums, but they were all in super clean condition. There were some Ozzies. Let's see what else. Some Dios, but again, stuff that I either already had or just wasn't looking for. But I saw this one, and for the price and the fact that it's a promo copy, I could not get it. Y&T, Mean Streak. I love this album. I wish they had the one with they would have had the one with the Panther on it too. But $20 for a near mint promo copy. So you got the little promo sticker here, and then it's actually got the promo on the label itself. And then last but not least, so I was a few bins over, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw a guy flip past this. And when I saw it, I could see the price that was on it, and the price was wrong. Not wrong in that wasn't what he had it priced at. It's what he had it priced at. But he obviously doesn't know the market for this album or the rarity of this album. I have never seen a copy in a store or at a show. I know Billy Hurst got a copy in a collection, and I've pretty much been jealous since then. And again, I just never see it under, $120, $150. I got this for a third. All of these records combined should have cost more. What am I saying? What I paid for all of these records combined is less than what this album should have been selling for. So when I saw it, I kind of, I was trying to skid over as quick as I can, but people kept jumping in front of me. And every one of them, nobody even looked at it. They flipped right past it. But I've been looking for this for as long as I can remember. And it's the only Bob Seger System album I don't have. It's by far the hardest to find. I believe it's the only... Excuse me. Sorry, I got a warning that popped up. I believe it's the only one. I know he refuses to repress it. I don't know why, but it's Noah from the Bob Seger System. A little bit worn, the jacket, but the vinyl is a really high VG+. And it actually plays a lot better than that. It probably plays at near mint, but there's a bunch of little marks and stuff on it, so it would rate a high VG+. But man, these things go in this condition. I see them all the time, 140, 150, $160. And I basically paid a third of that. So Killer deal on this one. Definitely my score of the day, I guess I would say. So overall, like I said, this record show kind of sucked as far as what was available, or the number of vendors that were there, and the quality of the vendors was pretty rough. However, I did find some killer stuff. So I am super stoked about what I got. I'm happy that I went. That's basically a VC. Just wanted to share that with you. Hope everybody's good. Stay safe. Happy Easter. And take care, VC. Bye.